Ashe, welcome back to the channel. Thank you all so much for your continued love and support. You all can book your one-on-one spiritual services down below by clicking the link in the description bar. So let's go ahead and tap into your message. What I received is, I got a few downloads, so I'm going to do a few different readings. But what I got is you cannot escape your purpose. What is your calling? What is meant for you to do? You can't escape it. I'm also getting, you can't miss it. You're not going to miss it. So it's like for some of you all that feel like you guys may be missing the mark when it comes to your calling or your path or what you're meant to be doing. You're not going to miss it. It's right in front of you, but it's being revealed at the same time. So continue living your life, and you'll be guided to the clues to be able to see exactly what it is. Your soul knows what it is here to do. Okay. But you can't escape it as well. It's something that you're meant to do. So some of you guys it's giving me mixed messages or mixed signals. So some of you guys, there's a group of you all that you can't escape doing what you're being called to do. It's going to be so blatant right there in your face, but you guys could be doing something else. Let's say some of you guys are dancers or hairstylists, or you guys are in the corporate field. You guys are managers or something of that nature, but that may be what's paying the bills for you or something like that, right? But you feel this tug, you feel this call to be doing something completely different. And what I'm hearing is you can't escape that. You can't, the longer you stay in that position at corporate or whatever it is that you're currently doing, is gonna tug and nag at you until you actually follow or answer the calls that are right in front of you. And then for the rest of you all, those that are looking for it, what you're meant to be doing, it's giving me stop looking. You don't have to look for it because it's right there. It's already in you. It's already on your path. The clues are all around you. It's just up to you to be able to wake up and see, to put together the puzzle pieces, and it's not like it's a puzzle, like they're trying to, confuse you, or like your higher self is trying to confuse you. It's not that. It's just we can only take in so much information and process so much information in a day. And then the next day you may get something completely different. So all roads leads to your spiritual path or to your spiritual purpose. Many of you guys have a spiritual purpose because we are spiritual beings, right? So it's really about going within. I'm hearing deep. I'm hearing flow. Going with the flow, and your purpose will truly open up to you. But if you guys were confused or wondering, and if you're listening to this and if you're tapped into this, you have been called for a higher purpose to help heal the nation, to help heal the planet, to help raise the vibration of the universe. That is what you have been called to do. Many of you guys are from you guys have Lemurian spirits, you guys have Pleiadian spirits, you guys, there's so many places that many of you all come from. Some of you guys are Arcturians and so forth. You guys are earth angels, right? Sirians or Sirion, the Andromedians. There's so many different star seeds and planets. I'm hearing councils and so forth that we all come from. And it's truly about just tapping in, and I'm hearing what feels good to you, what feels right for you. I'm also hearing you can't do it. You can't do it wrong. Some of you guys may feel like, well, I don't know how to do it, or I want to do this. There could be something that you desire to do, but you feel like you don't know how to do it, or you feel like you may do it wrong. And Spirit is saying you can't do it wrong. You're doing it. You're doing it how you're meant to do it. That's your unique spin or taste on it. You're not supposed to do it how this person over there does it, or how that person over there. I'm hearing how Sally, Sue, and Sarah does it, you know, or John, or John, or Blake, or, you know, it's like you're meant to do it how you are called to do it and what feels right in your soul. So I'm hearing Reiki. So there's so many different Reiki practitioners, right? But I know so many, like I just got a Reiki session done on me, just a little bit ago. Not today, but like like last week or sometime. Time is irrelevant. But I think it was last week. Time be moving so fast. The only time there is now. Every day you wake up, it's only now. Anyways, you know, it's the same moment over and over again. But anyways, the way that they do their Reiki is completely different than the way that I do my Reiki. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not saying, oh, well, they do it different, so I'm doing it wrong. No, I'm doing it right. You can't do it wrong. You get what I'm saying? And that's for the way this person does nails is different than how that person does nails. It's not wrong. You get what I'm saying? Of course, there's certain techniques that are standard, but you get what I'm saying. Everyone has their unique style on how they do whatever it is that they do. But many of you all are being called down some type of healing path or some type of spiritual path, or even if you're, let's say you are a nail tech, or you're in the acting field or something of that nature, there's still some type of healing or spiritual aspect that is associated with it. Or you may find that, you know, you may do acting or acting for a few years or something like that. And then you realize, okay, that was the segue of me, you know, me living out that timeline, which led to a higher purpose or a higher calling. It's all your purpose. It's all your calling. So let's say if you're doing, you know, you're into childcare for 5 years or to 20 years. That's all part of your calling. Our purposes and so forth changes. It all leads from one to another. So whatever you're doing right now is what you're meant to do to fulfill the higher purpose. So I'm hearing, so don't be down on yourself or don't be hard on yourself. I'm also hearing don't be guarded. So that's giving me to be open, to be open. You know, to the possibilities, because there's infinite possibilities. But there is something that you will do long term. There is something that you're coming into that will last for, you know, for 10 years or 20 years or for the rest of your life that you will be doing, you know. Even if you're doing other things within that time, there's something that's going to stay constant and that you're going to be consistent with over the years is what I am picking up on, okay? I'm hearing do what's in your heart, do what feels right to you, okay? So it's like your heart, do what you're passionate about, all right? And it's like you'll be led to do. I'm seeing like a telephone, so it's giving me like communication. You guys are working in communication, okay? Like me as a channeler, I channel from infinite intelligence or from source or from the all or whatever you want to call it, right? Because we're all one, you know. So it's like I can be next to an animal and I can connect with that animal and I know what that animal is saying or the message that is being received, right? And so it's all about communication. So some of you guys, for me, I'm a channeler. Some of you guys may be speakers, or I'm a speaker as well, but you guys do something where you're using your voice to communicate. You guys or spirits is telling you all to open up your throat chakra so you can communicate clearly. This could be on a personal level, or this could be something that you're doing when it is regarding your purpose. You may also help people to speak up. I'm also hearing therapy. Some of you guys are therapists, or you guys are in school for therapy or meant to go to school to become a therapist or something of that nature. It's all a part of your path and your healing and your calling, okay? I'm hearing you got it right. So there's something that you're doing. You're doing it right. You got it right. So don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your skills as well. You're on the right path. that's all. That was just a quick message. That was just me purely channeling for you all. Some messages that just had to get out, you know, no cards or anything. It was just me, you know, relaying the message that needed to be said for somebody. Okay, those were the downloads I got. I'm not sure who all is into this, or if you guys know about this as well. Something I've been working on behind the scenes, keeping under wraps. But I'm gonna start doing videos on it, I think. Talking about light codes. So I've listened to a lot of different entities, and I've gotten messages. For instance, I've listened to different light codes or light language. You know, that's spiritual. It's messages from the spiritual realm, from other entities and deities, right? Like from the dragons, or from, like I said, the Arcturians, and they all have their own language, right? And so I've listened to these different languages, and I get different messages from them, like from the fairies. I have light codes, messages from the fairies, light code messages from, you know, the archangels and the Lemurians, and so forth. So I'm not sure if you guys are interested in all that, but that is something I'm gonna start putting out on the channel as well, just to let you know, because some of you guys, you already know that you're not from here. We're all in our human suits, but we come from different star families, right? From different souls, star seeds and planets and so forth, right? So just helping you to remember where you came from. And I've also been connecting and speaking these light codes, and oh my God, and so forth as well. So it's something that I have to get used to being able to put it out for others to listen to me doing so. It's almost like they want me to do it now, and it's like, I don't want to do it right now. You know, so yeah, I'm gonna do a separate video for that for you all, but yeah, just let you know that is something that is going to be coming down the pipeline as well. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close this message out, but just know that whatever it is that you're meant to do, your purpose, your calling, you're already on the path to it. Even if you feel like your life is turned upside down, even if you feel like, you know, if your life is turned upside, if you feel your life is turned upside down, that is actually the number one sign that something grand is happening for you. When everybody's life is going great and amazing, it's like, okay, you know, they've either already gone through their life being a complete shit show, and I'm not just talking about one little instant, I'm talking about a complete shit show, and they've come into being a completely different person, and so now they're walking in their blessings, and they're in their full calling, because not everyone wakes up to their calling, right? Some people, they work a job forever, and then that's it. That's why I said, if you're tapped in listening, or if you know, if you were guided to this, you're one of those people that have a higher calling than just working for someone else. You have deeper purpose that you're meant to spread out into the world, right? But I can't remember what I was saying, but pretty much I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna come back on. So yeah, that's what I was saying. So if you see someone and their life is going grand, it's either because they've already went through that whole shit show and everything has finally turned around for them, or either they're just living on the timeline they're living in, but they're not necessarily doing anything to affect the planet, you know, in a higher way. You know, I mean, we all are, but you get what I'm saying. But if your life is you feel like your life is not going well for you, that is how you know that there's a higher purpose, and you're meant to take whatever you're experiencing. It doesn't stop where you are. It's like life is just beginning for you. So continue to hold on and trust and believe and know that you're transmuting that energy, or that you have to transmute the energy, okay, and know that you're going to come out on the other side. And when you come out on the other side, then it's like you're literally being used for a reason. It's bigger than the material things. It's about our souls. It's about going truly deep in to who you really are. It's about connecting with nature. It's about connecting with animals. It's about connecting with your higher self. It's about connecting with the spiritual realm. It's about really making a change and a difference in the lives of others. That's what it's really about. So trust and believe that whatever you feel called to do, that you're already on the path to doing it. Some people aren't going to be obedient to the call, so they're never chosen almost. That's why they're not chosen. But there's something that was embedded in you that you're chosen, because you chose that soul contract to come down here onto Earth planet. And you've been activated to say, hey, I'm a change maker. You guys are a change maker. So you guys are exactly where you're supposed to be, doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And like I said, if you feel like your life is completely like a shit show, then you're exactly where you're supposed to be. So it's almost like embrace it. Embrace the shit show. Laugh at it almost. I know you may say, well, I've just experienced this or that or that. How can I laugh at that? But it's like a lot of people go through different things, and a lot of things that we go through, is very serious to us. So I'm not saying that what you're going through is funny. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, don't allow whatever you're experiencing to be bigger than you. You are bigger than it. So it's almost like laughing at the demons. The demons thought that they were going to get you. You going through a breakup, you going through a job loss, you going through, health issues, you going through losing all your money, you going through losing your home or losing a car, and now you got to walk everywhere. You know what I mean? Whatever it is, or just a combination of those things, and for those that have lost someone in transition, the best way that my condolences. Two, the best thing that I can say to you is they are still here. Energy cannot be created nor destroyed. And a lot of people, they truly they don't understand or overstand the transition process or the death process. A lot of times they are so happy and so they're very happy to be out of their human suit so they can free and roam. They're moving around at the speed of thought. So they're able to come and, be that butterfly that you see sitting, that's always there when you look out the window, or that bluebird, or whatever the case may be, or, turning the lights on and off, or whatever. That's them signaling to you. They're still here. And I know it can be difficult not having their physical form, but they are happy. They're happy. So they don't want you to mourn over them. They want you to celebrate them. And I know that may be a difficult thing to do, because we miss that person, and that's perfectly fine and normal. Miss them, but also celebrate them as well. That's the best thing I can say to those that are experiencing some form of loss of a loved one. All I can say is that they're still here. They're just in a different form. They went back to being a fairy, or they went back to wherever star planet they were originally from, or they could have chose to go, wherever they wanted to go. because they're moving at different speeds. You have to really grasp who and what we are as energetic beings. You guys can book your spiritual development, your spiritual coaching down below in the description bar for more inner and understanding of this. But when you really know who we are as human beings, a lot of things will become easier for us to process. Just realize we're here to help the planet raise its consciousness, because planet is one of the densest Earth, and is one of the densest planets, and it's so much violence and hurt and pain, but it's all for our soul evolution, because once we leave here, we continue to go on. There's so much that I could get into and so many topics that I could talk about when it comes to just the spiritual realm in general and who we are as energetic beings and just all of that type of stuff. You know, I know all of it from casting spells to, you know, channeling other entities and beings and just all of it to healing and like I said, I'm a certified Reiki practitioner, just all of it. You know, tarot is just a little bitty tiny piece of it. Like I said, I'm not even using cards. I'm channeling messages, or I'm sharing my knowledge with you as well. We are all infinite beings. So we have to truly tap in to who we are as infinite souls and remember who we are. Remember our I am. That's actually one of the messages from the Arcturians when I was tapped into the Arcturian light energy, to their light codes, to that light language. That was one of the messages that the Arcturians was sending, to remember your I am, to remember who you are, to remember how fierce you are. But I'll talk about that more when I actually do those videos. You're here to remember who you are. You have to know where you come from to know where you're going. Also, your history, your family history, what's in your bloodline? Who's in your bloodline? Do you know your ancestors? I'm hearing clues. That'll give you clues. Carrying on the tradition. Maybe, you know, your immediate family isn't necessarily tapped into what your ancestors were doing, but you were meant to, maybe it stopped with them, but you were the one that's meant to pick it back up. For instance, I was talking to my grandmother and she was telling me how everything she has ever written has always come to pass. So I know even just for my family line, but she's not into manifestation and all of that. She would think it's something like complete, like, what are you doing, child? You into all of that stuff? Yeah, I am, but I don't really share that, you know, with her, you know, and you don't have to share who you are with everyone as well, you know, because it can be more conflict than it is love, you know, but at the end of the day, I know that that's how a lot of our magic works in our ancestry line. So I use that a lot for myself. You get what I'm saying? So it lets me know that, and that's just a small piece. There's a whole lot more, you know. But I know a lot of my roots and my ancestry and where I come from on both sides. I've been blessed to see my family line and my family history on both sides, like going way back deep. We have the people in our families that keep up with all of that and has books upon books upon books, you know. So and maybe you're the one. Maybe I'm saying that because you're the one that's supposed to start that. Maybe you don't know where it begins, but it can start with what you do know. That way, from here on out, you know, it can continuously be passed down. You know, this was kind of like a random message, but it's not random. It's all, you know, meant, you know, but yeah, it's like, it's more, I'm most likely going to start doing more of these type of messages than reads. I'ma still read, but you know, it's just, there's more information to get out about what our souls are. Be a what, not a who. You have to, I'm getting into so much. You have to strip your identity of the labels that have been placed on you. including your name, your age. The only time there is now. You may have grown taller, but you're still that little girl or that little boy. So you really just have to tap in and connect with who you really are. You have to be an observer. Observe your life and what's going on, and from there you can manifest the necessary changes that you desire to create, because we're here to create. We are creators. You got to tap in, baby. I'm fully tapped all the way in. Yeah, so just back to originally what I was saying originally, you guys are definitely on your path. If you're tapped in, if you're listening, there was something in here for you. There was a message in here in some type of way. So just keep going. Know that you're doing what you are meant to be doing, and it'll all make sense in the end. I'm hearing it all comes out in the wash is what I'm hearing. So just keep doing what you're doing, and everything will continue to be revealed. Your path will continue to be lit up ahead of you. So these are your messages. Thank you all so much for tapping in, and I will tap in on the next one. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and go ahead and click the link down below in the description bar. That way you can book your one-on-one spiritual services. And yeah, Ashe, we will tap in the next one. I am Nayla LATRICE. Peace.